Hey everybody, this is Malaina Whitee, and I would just like to say thank you to Louisiana Words for giving me this opportunity, and happy anniversary. And I do not like to be on camera, so Edgar here is going to do my reading for me. So once again, thank you for the opportunity, and season's greetings to everybody. The Overcoming. I would close my eyes and see the clouds roll. My stomach would churn as I rolled with them. No feeling, no sound. My love bereft, the world continuing without me. It was always the way. Since childhood, no explanation, no origin, just the clouds, the rolling, the stomach churning. In equal measure it called to me, fascinated and enthralled me. The darkness, the macabre, the solemnity and sobriety, cemeteries and the funereal, black and daunting, the rituals and processions, the superstitions and taboos. I only knew it in name, my first glimpse so young, my great-grandmother in pink repose, again at 5 when I went under for too long in the salt currents. Still informal, it stayed distant for years, in shadows and peripheries. Then it approached and danced through my blood, touching this one, then that, from the outer boundaries spiraling in, closer until it was right over me as it came for him. I sat with him for 7 days, and in doing so, I sat with death. We talked in the still darkness, machine noise and hospital murmur. I took notes and asked questions. I cried, I laughed, I sat in silence. Others came and went. I kept it to myself, as if it were my imaginary playmate, my guarded secret. I didn't discuss it with others, allowed it to be private. It certainly wasn't mine alone. We each carried it and communed with it, negotiated armistice treaties with it, to accept why it had come. When the time came, I had stepped out of the room. Perhaps it had waited out of respect, or had been ordered so by the host. Either way, I was not present for the act. I had only been present for the process. In its wake was numb emptiness. I could still hear and sense it, still see its work, yet felt nothing. The numbness persisted for weeks, then months. Time, the world, life didn't stop. The foundation beneath my feet shifted. The crack left in death's tread didn't consume me. It changed me on a fundamental level. Relationships altered, perspectives focused, thoughts sharpened, fear subsided. The clouds no longer roll. Different skin. The tags on the building, graffiti and filth, done in darkness under hoodies, are social commentary when created in different skin. The urban fashions, eclectic and bold, colorful designs and shapes, are runway darlings when stitched by different skin. The heavy beats, rhythms and rhymes, syncopated and staccato, are pointed poetry when spoken from different skin. The party scene, opulent and illegal, stoned, high and wasted, are A-list affairs when thrown by different skin. The odd behaviors, dramas and scandals, collections bizarre and random, are eccentricities when affected by different skin. The horrible crimes, murders and thefts, trafficking rings and drug smuggling are reasonably doubted when perpetrated by different skin. The judgments of ethics, struggles and worth behind walls and on social media are privileged entitlements of different skin. Port Aransas. I breathe salt. Since I was little and drowned beneath her waves, washed ashore like driftwood, soaked with seaweed. Water flows across my skin. Above my flesh, it is always there, surfacing, rippling upon touch, betraying the depths beneath. I breathe salt, crystalline in my lungs like reefs for sharks. I see in the green shadows, eyes stinging, but I'm part fish and can understand the scales. Jetties like fingers, digging in sand, building castles for crabs and caves for Leviathan. I breathe salt in her tears as she shifts in the wind, unsettled, untamed, unwilling to remain still in the dunes. She rose from the depths, cast her face to the skies, and we climbed to rest in her warmth, made in a home in the salt she breathes. Betwixt shadows. Tranquility. I saw her once, shy and simple, stole my soul. The wisdom witch, sacred sorceress, mystic magician, weird sisters three, mind, spirit, body. They spoke my name beneath a whisper, betwixt smiles and shadows. My Savior, salvation's solution, crucified in cream, tears and blood. Writhe, blithe spirit, singing dirges in the storm. When will you receive my kiss? Tesh. Gator skin, slips, slides in green, shadows brown. Those banks knew your bones before your birth. It was heralded by the wind through oaks, air weighted and wet. You have to move it to move through it. Sugarcane sang your story in sweet reprise. The snake winds its way through the parish. It cradles your roots on its back. Thick mud pulls at your feet, a reminder. This is your earth, your soul in its dirt. Home. Moonlight. Moonlight on water, touched by my hand, rippling in seemingly infinite waves. Simple the motion, disturbing surfaces, disrupting life, beneath as above. Machine rain. Rust, the winding down of a vintage automobile, the slow aging of a breathtaking beauty. I could cry the salt tears of a woman, but my body may melt. The hesitant silencing of a brilliant concerto, the languid violence of a sadistic rainstorm. I could laugh the sardonic melody of a man, but my gears may freeze. The painful lull of a shrinking wave, the shy intensity of a surreal sunset. I could scream the jovial cheer of a child, but my paint may crack. A machine's monotony of days is infinitely more threatening than that of a human. To be a machine and hear the rhythmic clicking of gears, replacing the banality of breathing. No hurting, no worrying, no remorse. To be a machine out in the rain of mortal tears. No death, not me.